A question I get quite often on the channel is, where do I make my edge change? So an edge change is really important in snowboarding. It takes you from your heels to your toes and vice versa. And this change happens differently depending on what level of snowboarder you are. So I'll quickly take you guys through 3 different types of edge changes and help you do them better to progress through all those levels. The first type of edge change is a beginner edge change. And this edge change happens straight down the slope. When you're a beginner, the easiest way to control your speed is across the slope like this. Because you're just getting used to controlling your speed, the only spot to edge change is when your board is headed straight and flat down the slope. So for a toe turn, I'm slowing myself down on my heels. I'm looking ahead and finding a spot to let my board go straight when I feel confident. Then I'm gonna let my board run straight and flat and then pressure my toes to get onto my toe edge and now slow myself down again. The secret to this edge change is really letting your board go straight down the hill for 1 second. And to do that, you can reach towards the snow with your front hand. This will help get the nose of your board running straight and flat. And then you make that edge change onto the new edge so you can slow yourself down. Another reason this edge change is happening straight down the hill is because when you're a beginner, all of your movements are slower and bigger because you're just new to snowboarding and you don't have all those fine-tuned skills yet or speed to make the edge change anywhere else. And the key really to doing this edge change effectively is every time you get onto a new edge, you slow yourself down as much as you feel comfortable so that you can commit to going straight before rocking onto that new edge and slowing yourself down again to where you feel comfortable. Now I'm slowing myself down on my toes, and I'm gonna be on my toes until my board is straight and flat. Now my board is straight and flat. I'm gonna rock onto my heels and then slow myself down on my heels. And when I say rock, I mean pressure. You put some pressure on that edge so that you can engage it and then get onto that new edge. And what's happening under my feet as well, right now I'm pressuring my heels on my heel edge. When my board is running flat, I'm gonna take that pressure off of my heels and put it to more flat. When I'm ready to do my toes, I'm gonna pressure the toe edge and put pressure onto that toe. One mistake with this beginner edge change is trying to make it happen too quickly. If you do it too quickly, that's when you can catch. So make sure you just let it happen slowly, let your board run straight and flat, commit to that new edge, and then with that bigger edge change, everything happens just that much easier. Next, you've got the intermediate style edge change. An intermediate style edge change happens when you're going down and across the slope. As an intermediate, you have a little bit more experience slowing yourself down on an edge, committing to the new edge, and then again, slowing yourself down and just keeping your momentum a little bit more consistent. So at no point am I having to slow myself down and stop completely or have my board completely across. I'm always keeping my board on a bit of an angle. And at this angle, it actually makes each turn that much easier as well. So now when I get onto my toes, I'm continuing across. My board is going flat before I pressure my heels. When I pressure my heels, I'm spraying some snow to slow down, going across, letting my board go flat before pressuring my toes to again let my board go across the slope, always keeping my front foot going in the direction I want to go. When you're an intermediate, you're able just to keep your momentum going in one direction a little bit better. Your turn shape is turning more into an S shape, and you're also able to consistently slow yourself down. For these intermediate edge changes, a couple of things that are helping you do it across and down the slope. One is controlling your speed consistently. So I'm pressuring my edge, but I'm also maintaining going down and to the right. Same with on my toes. My front foot is leading the way across and down the slope, maintaining your speed and keeping it nice and consistent. The next thing is trying to keep your turn shape the same size. So I'm trying to control myself the same on my heels as I do on the toes. And so by maintaining your speed equal on both edges, it's allowing you to go down and across the slope. I'm also steering a lot with my front knee. For my heel turns, I'm opening up that knee, helping me to get onto my heels, and then for the toe turn, I'm closing that knee off. So opening it and then closing helps me to do those intermediate turns. If you're having trouble making these consistent and going in one direction to the other, make sure you take it to a mellow slope, and also you can count in your head to make the turn shape even. So I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, edge change, 1, 2, 3, edge change. So the final type of edge change is an advanced edge change. And this one happens across the slope. So as I'm going across, I'm rocking from my heels to toes, going across, toes to heels. And what's making this edge change possible is a few things. One is I've got a little bit of speed, and this like speed of momentum is allowing me to make that edge change across and actually just get my turn shape to go across. So a bit of speed and momentum helps. So advanced edge changes are happening across the slope. You need a bit of momentum and speed to make these edge changes happen. And you also need some control over your edges as well. So being able to ride your snowboard's edge in a carve helps you to get across with some speed. The other skill you need to do these advanced edge changes is just being able to steer much better with both knees and really your whole body. So when I'm getting into my heel turn, I'm aggressively steering up and it's coming around, shoulders are facing the top. So my steering aggression is that much more to make these advanced edge changes happen. For these advanced edge changes, I'm also twisting my board a lot more as well. So that torsional twist where you're pedaling with your feet and getting your board to be that much more aggressive underneath your body. So I hope this video will help you guys with your edge changes. If you have any questions, hit me up below in the comments. We'll also put links to all my gear and sponsors below in the description. Have fun out there progressing. I'll catch you guys in the next video.